Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your continued support to this channel. I want to begin this analysis by showing you the pictures that you see on your screen. The two people you see there are very two prominent leaders from Equatorial Guinea. The one on your left-hand side is the president of Guinea, Equatorial Guinea. The one on your right is the son of the president. Now, this president is called Teodoro Obiang Nguema, and his son is called Teodorin Nguema Obiang. Now, what is so unique about these two people is that Teodoro Obiang Nguema is the president, and his son is the vice president. While promoting his son, this is what he said: the president of Equatorial Guinea, Teodoro Obiang Nguema, has promoted his son, Teodorin Nguema Obiang, to the position of the vice president in charge, and I want you to get that very clearly, in charge of defense and security, according to the decree read on Wednesday. That was then when he read that. And I want you to imagine a president, pronouncing these words, that in accordance with the basic law of Equatorial Guinea, I appoint His Excellency Teodoro Nguema Obiang Maguire, Vice President of the Republic, in charge of defense and security. The reason why I'm taking you to Equatorial Guinea is because I can see our country condescending to the very, very level that Equatorial Guinea has condescended to. Characteristics of such people is that they are dictatorial. Their kind of politics is very abrasive. There has been a rumor that Ruto's daughter, June Ruto, was appointed to some high-level position within the military ranks. And yesterday, Duale was at pains trying to explain. Apparently, there was some information going viral that June Ruto had been appointed to the office of the Director of Foreign Services and a participant at the KDF training institutions. And so Duale clarified, and he was saying that June Ruto was just one of the privileged students who were selected to join the National Defense College. Apparently, there were 67 students selected to join the college as part of the institution's 27th cohort for the 2024-2025 academic year. Now, even with that explanation, it has not reduced the anger of Kenyans, because they feel we have the underprivileged in the society. And when selections are being made, we understand that June Ruto is a Kenyan, and she is entitled to every right and privilege that every Kenyan citizen must enjoy. But being the daughter of a president, she is already overprivileged. And so when these chances are given, there is no way June Ruto should be selected, because I know she was selected at the expense of another person who would have gone there. But then, ladies and gentlemen, when Obiang selected his son to be the vice president in charge of defense and security, in Uganda, President Museveni has also appointed the son to be in charge. He promoted him to the position of a major or something, and he's in charge. And many people are saying that is the heir apparel. He's already campaigning and he wants to succeed his father. But then, ladies and gentlemen, there is a choreographed plan to ensure that William Ruto sends a spy within the military ranks. And in this video, I want to explain to you the four corners where threats are coming, because William Ruto is basically threatened. He is very insecure. And the same thing that Museveni is doing, the same thing that is done in Equatorial Guinea, is the same thing that William Ruto is trying to do. He is unleashing his children. We saw Charlene Ruto giving us a cooked information, reading some speech that obviously did not come from her. That was written from State House. Why do you think William Ruto is so insecure and that he wants his daughter, to be part of the military? Because whether she's in the defense, college, whatever, there are plans to incorporate her into the system. And that is what I want us to look at very quickly. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you're watching us for the first time. Click the notification bell and like our videos, ladies and gentlemen. Before I move on, I want to inform you that the girl who is learning at Signolo Girls Secondary School, who had requested for your support, is very lucky. Within 2 days, we presented a fee structure of 47,000 Kenya shillings. And as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, we have received that money. We had a balance of 7,000 and someone just called me and told me I'm clearing that balance. When they contacted me to do this fundraiser, I was very reluctant. We are at a point where very many young people have been killed by police bullets. Some of them are in hospitals, they have been maimed, and most of the fundraisers are going towards the treatment. And so bringing her case was really, I was really reluctant to do it. But when they contacted me, the mother told me, please, I'm stuck. And I presented the case, and I want to thank you so very much for the sacrifice that you made. You see, the clients are the same. Someone anachanga pale, anakuja anachanga huku, and I know you will agree with me that we are in a point in time where you are in over 5 WhatsApp groups. You've been invited to contribute to someone who is for a funeral organization. Someone has been injured. Many YouTubers are doing this on behalf of those who have been injured. And so it was not very easy even for me to present this case. But I want to thank you so very much for the sacrifice. We already have that amount. I said I would present this money by Friday. If there is anything that will be there over and above what we have received, then it will go a long way in just supporting the lady, maybe a few shopping, a few stuff here and there. If I get enough that will include transport, I will go to the school to present it and maybe to give a chance just to appreciate and say thank you. But if I only have the school fees, there is no need of my presence. I will wire the account directly to I will wire the money directly to the account, or the school account, and that will be it. I thank you so very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, the number one threat that William Ruto is feeling is from the Gen Z. For the very first time, we've had a group of young people who have said enough is enough. Our voices have to be understood. They have visited almost all the 3 arms of the government. They went to parliament that hosts our legislatures, and they told them, you're not making laws that are benefiting us. And this scared William Ruto. He called it, or he called the people who went there as goons, and people have been saying, are you sure these were goons? That is the first arm of the government. They went to State House Nakuru, and they went to the Supreme Court. So the 3 arms of the governments have been visited, and William Ruto feels the heat. And this is why William Ruto wants to be sure that he's got someone at the military ranks in terms of intelligence information, so that before something happens, the daughter will give him that information. That is what Obiang has done. That is what Museveni has done. That is what most dictators do. And the threat from Gen Z has really changed the course of politics in our country. They have visited their members of parliament who passed the Finance Bill 2024. Their houses have been touched. They have been dealt with. Some of them are hiding in Nairobi. So that is the number one source of the threat why Ruto has done this. Number 2, William Ruto feels that there could be infiltration by foreign masters. In the world as we speak today, we have got the Western superpower and the Eastern superpower. With the war that is going on in Ukraine, between Russia and Ukraine, William Ruto took a position, and a position that didn't go down well with Russia. Russia has tried to entice William Ruto by even giving fertilizers that we get reports that some of them vanished within the sea before the ship docked. So William Ruto's position to dine with the Western powers is really putting him in at a very awkward position. He feels that there could be foreign infiltration. The other day, the government spokesperson Isaac Mwaura told us that this is Russia getting in and funding some people to overturn Ruto's government. With that, William Ruto would want to ensure that June Ruto is part of the defense forces, indirectly or directly, so that the information will be coming directly. There will be some family influence within the military ranks, and I think he is doing that because he is very, very unsafe. He is insecure. He feels that if he does not have someone, who is a family member, then things will be wrong. And this tells you that William Ruto does not trust the military. Number three, the political wrangles between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua has played out. And there have been rumors that these people wanawindana. They don't trust each other. Rigathi Gachagua is openly opposing the president. When the president is praising the police for doing their work, Rigathi is saying that we are bringing back, we see the tendencies of police brutality coming back. When the president is saying that we had enough information prior to the demonstrations when people got to parliament, Rigathi Gachagua is saying that there was no sufficient information from the National Intelligence Service. So these wrangles have played out, and the president does not trust his deputy, and he feels that the deputy could also be part of the problems, and therefore he wants the family members to be part and parcel of the military. That is also another source of threat. You can look very keenly and you will see. Number four, ladies and gentlemen, the threats are coming from the generals themselves, the military. When the courts first ruled that there was no need of the military being on the streets, they were placed there, and it seems they defied orders even to shoot people. You saw how people were giving them a resounding reception. When the youth met them on the streets, the youth kind of trusted them more than the police. And William Ruto knows that if the situation can escalate to levels that are untenable, the youths, go rampage and they start shooting on the streets, the military can take over and say, we cannot allow the police to be shooting innocent Gen Z, because they were on the streets only they only had placards, our flags, and they never post any threat except for the goons that have been unleashed. So the military itself is a source of threat to William Samoei Ruto. He feels they can decide to take over, and that's why he wants to have some family influence. Information will be coming prior, and I believe that is why William Ruto is doing this. But it is very wrong, because these are tendencies of a dictator. These are tendencies of people who are insecure. And Kenyans must not allow this in a situation where even the parliamentarians are saying, we do not want Mama Rachel getting involved into the governance of our nation. She was not elected. June Ruto, Charlene Ruto, Madam Rachel were never selected. They were never elected. The president of the country is William Samoei Ruto. Let him try to keep at bay the family, because these old tactics will not work. We've only seen them with the dictatorial tendencies of other presidents. And William Ruto is confirming to us that he's indeed a dictator.